Hi everybody, welcome back to Fimo Tutorials and to the second half of the chain cane tutorial. Last week we were making this black, heavy, thick metal chain, and it's kind of a simplified version of a chain a little bit, and today we want to make the more complex version where you can actually see the way the links are interlocking. This is the cane. This is how it looks. And before we start today, I wanted to show you again these cookie cutters that we were already using in the last tutorial for the packing. And they were kind of optional there, but today for this cane, you really need them. Plus we'll need different sizes, so it's good to have the full set. This is totally cheap and easy to find on the internet, and it's very useful for many things, so I recommend you get one. And for the gold blend, I'm using this bright saturated yellow as my main color, and it's on the cold greenish side, like a lemon yellow. I think that looks better for gold, but that's just my personal taste, I guess. And from that yellow I was mixing these two shadow colors by adding tiny amounts of black and red in different proportions. And then I added a white corner here just to make the highlight pop even more. And probably you already noticed that these two blends, they're again the same as in the previous tutorial and the one before, the Barb Wire Cane. And actually the last 3-4 tutorials were conceived as a series. They are all variations of similar ideas, plus also the motifs, they combine really well visually, which is what I'm doing in my paintings. Now before we process these blends, I wanted to show you a little trick that I do to make my gold look even more shiny. I will remove this light end of my blend, just a thin stripe, and I replace it with pure white. And this will make a very sharp reflection in the middle of our cane, and it will add this extra shine to your gold. And then I'll keep on processing these like before. I make this one into a bullseye cane and this one into a stub. And here you can already see our reflection in the center of the cane. It's gonna look even nicer when it's getting more flat. And there's another slight difference because I was making this stub to twice the length of my bullseye cane, more or less, and I will cut it into halves, and then one piece will go here on this side and the other piece will go on the other side with the shadow facing to the outside in each case. And like this we get a slightly modified block that has a shadow on both sides, so it's basically symmetrical. And I will reduce it down to a length of 16 centimeters and a width of 5 centimeters, and then I will wrap it again in my dark color, my shadow tone, on the thinnest level of my machine, a level 9. And I will cut this block into 4 equal pieces of 4 centimeters each. And of these 4 pieces, we will combine 2 into 1 ring each. So we're getting 2 rings. And I can already bend these a little bit. Again, I wish I had some cane benders. I will use this thick text marker instead. So just bend them roughly. and this will make our first ring. I'll do the same with those, and then I'll make a core of my background color, the porcelain, that fits inside here. So I made these two equal locks from our background color, and they're round because this time we gonna make round chain links, and they're two because we have two rings. And here you're gonna have to find the right diameter for your core. The height is clear, it's the same as these pieces, but you need to find the right diameter so that again they leave a little gap on both sides. So this looks good, and this one is the same, so it should fit the same, like that. And then we want to find two cookie cutters from our set that correspond to these sizes. We'll need one for the inside diameter and a bigger one that corresponds to the outside diameter. And we're not actually putting this together yet. I just put it together loosely because I want to show you the direction where we want to go, because these two rings they will interlock, and this ring will go inside here like that, and then this ring here will cut through that gap, and this ring will cut through that gap. So basically, if this was my ring, it will be here in that position, and the inside will be here, and the same on the other side. This is the outside of my ring, and this is the inside of my ring. So I'll take these apart again. Oop, got stuck already. And this one too, I'll take it apart. And also here I will mark the same positions as there. The outside ring from both sides and the inside ring here. And then I will use this cutter to cut off this, chop off this tiny little part here, and I'll extend the lines down the side to make a clean and straight cut for both rings. And first I'll chop off this little piece here, and I'll try to stay on those parallel lines down the side. Cut straight down. We'll need that piece later. And then the outside ring, again I'll cut straight down. And this piece is a leftover, will not need it. And I cut here, mark my lines first. Now this is what is actually going to be left of our core. So I'll do the same with this one. Okay, now from these pieces I will trim off the ends, make a straight cut here at a very flat angle, just chop off this little corner here, and I'll do that on all 4 pieces. Okay, so here's all our elements, and now we want to put it together. And I will align this cut edge with the outside of my core here, like that. And then I will fit this tiny little piece. We can actually even make it a little bit smaller and like a lenticular shape. I will put it, make it a bit thinner also, and it will go inside here, again aligned with that cut, like this. I have some excess here I'm taking off, and then this piece will join inside here, and it'll go up to that cut. Make sure to bend it nicely inside here. Maybe you can also use a knife for that to make a nice nice curve inside, and align those sides. And I'll do the same with the rest of my pieces. So we got these 2 equal pieces, and this one already fits here, like that, and it will make our first ring. Make sure to align these 2 sides. They should meet here and then meet here. And now, at this point, we're already making our tessellation cut, and we want to cut through this piece, the background, the white background piece, in the center. And then this piece will go on the other side, like here. Again, make sure to match these 2 pieces here and here, and also on the other side. And then we'll just chop off this last piece here. And bring it to the other side, like that. And this is almost our finished cane. We can work on the outside a little bit, make these nice and round, and then we just need to pack it with some of our background color on both sides. And for that I take a block of that height of my cane, and I will mark these positions where my rings intersect Here would be the next one at the same distance, and here. And then I'll mark these positions on the side of my block, and I will cut with the big cookie cutter, the outside radius. I will just cut through the block and try to stay exactly on those lines on the side. And we'll need three cuts. And now this should fit pretty much in here. We can trim off this excess and compress it, make sure there's no air inside, and then if this outside is not straight, we can also cut it straight again before we add some more layers of background color here, and I'll do the same on the other side. So this is our finished cane. Before we reduce it, I thought it was fun to test the limits of this design and make another version of the same cane, but this time with a very, very thin chain, just to see what it does. So I will start again the process with the same block, the same blends, the same volume. I will also make it to a length of 16 centimeters, but this time I make it much wider and thinner. And everything else I'll do exactly like before. And I'm really glad I tried this out because I think it looks really cool, this one. And also it got a lot bigger than this one. Maybe I could have started with half the amount of my initial blends. But also I think this one was actually easier to make. Not only because it's bigger, but also because you have more of the background color proportionally. So it's easier to make your cuts. The tessellation, for instance, you don't need to be so precise like with this one. But of course this is also an aesthetic decision. I think both versions are nice. Maybe something in between would have been perfect. So let's reduce them down to the same size and see the difference. So they both look nice, I think. But also they both distorted a little bit during the reducing. I think it's because my background clay is softer than the yellow. And maybe I was also a bit impatient. But I don't mind it. And I made a painting with these two canes that I wanted to show you, because I think these chains look different with the background. So I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial, and thanks for watching.